Hello, hello. This time around you should be able to listen to me if tests have been going wrong. And there goes the music. So, campaign 2. I could continue my last save from where I had already beaten up to the second chapter. Or I could just... Okay, that's much better. Or I could just start over, which is what I'm going to do. So, campaign 1 deck goes away, campaign 2, and there's... Okay, so before we do anything else, 4 of this, and 2 of this. So let's see, who are our brave souls? Capote with dodge, it's a good way to start, I guess. Pagunar with capsule, Gigo Hago with capsule. You want either one or the other, but both? And far, she will become more useful in an archer team. Triangle of Carnage, Negotiator. I haven't yet tested what that does. Well, let me see what did that do. Negotiator. When defeating an enemy, turn them into a moving ally, giving them a pink chip. They cannot be a mover, can be switched, be defeated by enemies, and can pincer. Okay, so it's quite simple. It's just a way of gaining extra allies. Amisandra, yes, and Hego Hago, Hego Nago. Oh, yeah, yeah, thanks. I took the the extra step this time to check whether it could be heard, but thanks, Lolesa, thanks. Let's see. So, start over there. Okay, so here we go. Fine. So, Amisandra, a very good unit. We just got our final healer right at the beginning, so let's try to keep her in one piece until the very, very last. I would have rather have a Mimari, but Amisandra and Amina are technically better because you can just recode those two and forget about getting possibly destroyed. Chain Plus and a Beta Revive, that's so good. I mean, the Beta Revive is great. Chain Plus, it's the Extend Chain, which is... uh, I have never tested, not yet, so I'm very excited to see that happening. But Amina has a better kit. Adjacent Barrier, yeah, much better. She can save people before they even die. I mean, Sandra cannot. She just revives them quick enough. Uh, but she can revive people that much faster. And the next, once a unit. How was that? How was that again? Let's see. Ba-bum. Revive. Ba-bum. Bum. 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 At the end of a round, revive added unit. Mega Giga Terra Beta allows you to revive mid-fight if 4 3 to 1 turns have passed since the unit was killed. So if a turn passed, that is when you finish the next turn during that fight. So you have to take one move uh, before being able to revive them. So yeah, okay. She is going to be doing fine. I want also to check what her forms are, if she becomes viable. A ribbon, that's nice, that's the form I'm going to keep her in as she works her way up. And let's see, Panacea and Revive. If I foresee Stunner, she's going to work wonders. Okay, and Hego Hago is also going to be probably one of my final units. He's just that good. He has Stealth and Levitate and Chain buff, which isn't that much important, but you can just um, move around a lot, and everybody can move even more than usual because he has one plus 1B, which stands for it's like a party buff. Everybody gets one step more, like the opposite of pressure. Okay, among these, Capote is probably going to be one of the last to go because I know I'm going to be facing many enemies. Outflank and Pinfer, meh, I wouldn't use it if I could just keep it with Triangle of Carnage to buff Pagunar. How does Pagunar look like? Outflank, Capsule, no much use. I mean, capsules are great, but occasionally when you can actually get them into place. And that just on the Spark and Chain, this is good. The adjacent Spark more than anything. The Giga Chain is a little bit of a waste. Let's see his recorded version. Chain Spark, that's much better. And a Chain and a Capsule. Good support for Sword. Probably not going to take it. And Hegonago, I forgot to check him. He has Freeborn and Adjacent Barrier, but he loses his bow, so far won't be buffing him. And Adjacent Stun. Belrain did that much better, much quicker. A much better job, I mean. Armor Pact. Yeah, the best form was the one with Adjacent Stun. Too bad that I didn't get it. Okay. What else? Yeah, I wanted to see this. Tap the buff. That's interesting. I mean, that's one of the skills that allowed me to triumph over the first campaign. Okay, without further ado, let's get this going. Wow, one at the very start. That's going to be tough. So let's get everyone into position. You can stay here. Also, who are we facing? A fast. Oh, if at all possible, I mean, columns are going to be struck by this guy. So if at all possible, I want to place as many units in the same column as possible, so that either nobody dies or just one dies. Heavy. Okay, so these two are the only threats. So let's see. I want either to be on the same column or just on the bottom, so that I cannot be struck. So you go there. Although you can be here instead. You can get in here, you can get there. So these three are safe. And in fact, if I... So this is the most defensive start I could think of. Oh god, I do not want to lose Sandra. I need Sandra to stay alive. Can you? No, you can't. Ah, you need to. Oh. Oh god. I mean, she's fine. The only way she dies is if she... Also, she cannot be there. She should be here. So you're going to be thrown into the lion's farm. I'm sorry. But I do not care for you so much as I care for Amisandra. Okay, let's draw. Okay, coordinates first. 3, 6. 1, 2. 6, 4. No, that's 5. 5, 4. Ooh, lazy. No sniper. So 4, 5. 2, 3. That's a 3, right? Yeah. 5, 5. Also, let me 1, 6 over here. So the only potential danger is Higo Hago. Uh, uh, uh. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, let's see. Ah, oh, I forgot about that little detail. Yeah, the little detail that this guy can strike in both ways if he lands here. But come on, that was... Oh, one farm. That's my bad. At least this guy stops now, but he's going to threaten this entire row. And that sucks. Well, oh, you're a troublesome one, huh? Nice draw. So you go there, go there, and lastly go there. Wow, this power cell is going places. So then you go here and all the way down. Wow, so you're going to be here. Okay. Next one to move is yeah, you. So here, here, here. Wow, these two guys are in danger, and so are these. No offensive moves? No, not now. Anyway, next is this. But he has levitate. That's a big. That's big. Move like this, like that, and you're going to. You can take this move, but you can take that one. So, lastly, the nobody there, so it's safe. And since you're going to be here, you strike there. Oh, that's bad. I wanted somebody to be here so that I could make this pincer and this pincer using Gekonago's levitation. Could he do it though? Also, I forgot to draw my two capsules. So 3-1, 3-1. A good one if I want to remove the power cell. And 4-1. Another good option. It covers. In fact, this capsule here will protect me over here. And if I put somebody here, he can even stop this guy from killing any one of these guys. Good positioning. Okay. So now the question is, can Gegonago take us places? Probably not. He is still too low level. We at least require the third form to start doing some damage. Or better yet, the Recoda form. Still not a great range. He can do stuff, yes. He can move people around, yes. He can reach, he can go from corner to corner quite easily, yes. And he can move past enemies, yes. But corners, not his specialty. So, he can take only 3 steps. So, 1, 2, 3. That's the only thing he can do. Get this pincer done. So, Gegonago and Kapori would die as a result. A result I'm not digging. Okay, so you see, this place down here is a mess. One I do not really care about. In fact, I'm just going to ignore it. Still, I need to get something done, don't I? And I think this is going to be the thing. You're going to become an issue, so I need you dead. But the only one who has had a pincer who could strike you was already killed at your own hands. Chain buff. I have no skill to buff. Wow, this is a bad start, huh? Okay, so yeah, I was thinking of making this, but then this would go all the way down. Another option is making this pincer. That feels better. It's safe, and I might incur losses here, though if it has to be, it has to be. So, mm, mm, I think Kapori and Bagunar are going to team attack these guys. I'd kill them with one punch and gain 5 points with which to replace Gekonago. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. Who else? So let's see, what was the order? Let's think this through. You go down, you bam bam, so you get in here, so yeah, strike Gegonago, he's also in the way. But I can move him out, and so it's these 3, okay. These 3 cannot be taken by anyone. Not without capsules anyway. You don't matter, you don't matter, so I really need to get Kiko Hago out of the way and okay, let's see if I can even make this happen with these few steps. The start of the game, of the campaigns, is probably the hardest one. When you still do not have anything to your name, you must work from the ground up. Okay, that's Bakuna's movement. Who's making this line? Because I can just do this and save Higo. Now let's save Gego. Also, wait. Okay, if I kill this, which is what I'm aiming, you're not going to make this pattern, you're going to make this pattern. So saving Gigo is only the only requisite I needed to address. So 1, 2, no way in hell I'm making this. Yeah, not happening. Still, I like this idea. It allows me to save Gecko from harm. Can we use Caporis instead? He also has good range. Let's check. Okay, let's see. So he has pop bomb, this. I'm liking it more. This and 3 down. This, which is practically useless, and that one. So he can go here, here. Can he do it before we try saving anyone? 1, 2, 3. No, he can't either. Wow, I need moves desperately. So I mean, yeah, we're going to lose someone here. I cannot uh, make this kill happen. Not with these guys over here. So that was a bad idea, and we even lost Farl anyway. So bad start, bad start. So since I'm probably going to take a lot of losses, what about going all out? I can at least make one thing happen. This. This being there. And Capote would die shielding his king. And Gego... Can I save him? Probably not. Anyway, let's try this. So these two, and I'm not probably going to need this. Although this would be interesting if I could use them. In fact, let me try. 1, 2. We got him there. I mean, if he's going to die, why not die a hero? No, but oh well. Well, wait. How many steps have I taken? Okay, so oh, let's see. So it would be 1, 2, 3. So yeah, he's done. Wow, this step uh, so hard to manage. I mean, I was thinking of sacrificing Hego to make this kill happen. But then this would die. Yeah, I cannot do that. Hego, I'm sorry. Your death is going to have no meaning whatsoever. 1, 2, 3, and since he cannot wait on top of an enemy, he's going to move 1 more. The best I could do. Wow. Still so bad. No items, no units. Still I have a Giga, so I just took a turn, so I'm going to write 1. Oh, so I'm going to write 1. After how many? 3 turns. Once there are 3 lines here, I will be able to bring farm back with Miss Sandra or whoever I wish. No, Miss farm. So, okay, this happens. Oh, in fact, Hego is fine, isn't he? Kapori is the one who's uber dead. So, let things happen. How can I be such a huge idiot? This guy is not moving down, he's moving up! Oh no, this changes a lot of things. Well, Hego's death was within expectations. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum. Just one mistake. That's all it takes for you to mess up all your predictions. Hey, Capori, you're alive! Why do I have to feel so happy about it? Anyway, let's stop waiting around. I took so long to make just the first turn. I mean, it's been 30 minutes. Wow. Okay, so you're just going to not bother anyone over there. You're going to make this, this, and this. Tan, tan, and tan, tan. Wow, these units are going easy on me. I mean, I'm not even considering you because you're over there. So I'm just going to take this skill. And I'd rather take this skill with as many vantages as possible. So I like to give it to Pagunar and Kapori. So, I mean, let's see. Easily, this is much easier move. So this, anyway. I'm not going over there, so whatever. Remove one. And just like that. We strike gold. Okay, so bam, 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 and bam, 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 bam. Okay. Normally you have to go first this, then this, then this. But since they do not overlap, no issue there. 2 turns and 1 turn for you. Pam, pam, param, pam, pam. Pam, pam, param, pam, pam. Pam, pam, param, pam, pam. Pam, 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 pam. You're going up. And you're just going to get in there. So, who can I get now? A murder attempt on this guy sounds fine, though it's more difficult to pull off. Also, let's not forget that this guy is striking like this. So, what can I do? He cannot go over this Megafell because it or this Estel because both are flying, and that counters levitate. So also this capsule perished in this pincer. Without use, without purpose, what are we but nothing but spent torches? So I'm thinking of doing this pincer with Amisandra. She can attempt to do it. She has a moderate range. Let's see. Okay, those are the only lines I really needed to consider from her. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she can make it. Yay! Nice. And then she stays ideally close to here. So Gego and Amisandra can just close the deal. One touch again. Thankfully I have swords. And bam 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 bam. Okay. Now I need a sword to do it, so I'm just going to bam bam. I'm not going to even throw any lines. Also, I should no. So after 3 turns pass, so let's welcome her back into the game. Farm, or do I wait it for Gigo? Neither is bad. I'd rather keep bad, honestly. Her first job turns her into a better mover, and I'm desperate for that. So we're going to revive you over there, the closest we can to the here. So this guy is going to be waiting around here. Let's see how we can do this. Becomes gods. So since I have no more revives during the fight, I do not care for Gego's ticks. Yeah, you can do done. Okay, so you're going to go back there. Can I reach you? That's the question I must answer. We have this 3 and this 3. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Technically I cannot make it. Mostly because everybody is out of position. So I'm just going to spend this extra time to... What? What? I won't make any more questions, I promise. Bam 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 bam. So let's kill it. No, no. Let's return time. It's rewind time. Okay, you were here. Because I do not want Gego to be the one doing that kill. I want Kapori or Baguna, one of the two. And it's going to be probably Kapori. So let's get Kapori into position. He has this, okay. Oh, no, he can stay there, and then we're going 1, 2, 3, okay. Bam, 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 bam. We spend 1 turn without doing anything, and bam, 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 and we kill it. Yay, weapon touch, yay. Okay. Wow, finally, that took too much time. 35 minutes, wow. That's what happens when you have a bad start. And things are not going to improve. Look at this. This is going to kill so many things if I don't not kill it turn 1. And this is going to mess me up, especially if this guy appears. What a combo. This locks on my target and this kills it. And I cannot even revive it. So Gigonago, I'm sorry, but you're not coming back to the world of the living because... wait. Before we assume such bold things, Refresh. Refresh. I can save Hego. I can save him. I can save him. Okay, I think I will. Adjacent this badge is well, it's hey, this all of these are good choices. And this is the only thing that could bother me, the pneumatobot. Adjacent barrier is better. I mean, it's all versus shield. It should be awesome. But I do not have anyone nearing each other. Though I could get someone. At least Higo, once I revive him. So, we have 8 points and 3 more. So, uh, I could spend 3 points to unlock this healing rod and revive Higo Hago with it. Although it's a little bit of a waste. Well, spending 3 points to recover one of our empty spots in the team is a good thing, I must say. Though the question is, do we want Higo, or would we be better off trying our luck at getting one of the other ones? Honestly, on this level, probably not. If I were doing a challenge of only normals, I would keep Gigo, because I can recode him, and he has a tap debuff, which is one of the few taps in this rarity tier. Yeah, in that kind of challenge, you would want as many uh, recodes as possible. Definitely Pal or Maguri or Snipe. Those are the heaviest hitters. Nakopi is also a beast. Bellring is a resourceful all-rounder, and Haguna is a weird healer who you can actually use in battle. Aileen is or should be a healer, but she's a mover with tap debuff as well. She's good. Game is spare buffer with protection. She is bow buffer with Negociator, and he is chain buffer with sword buff, so viva les swords. But I'm not restraining myself to this tier alone, not on this run. Let's see, so 8 points and 3 more. I'm going to use these 3 immediately to recover Higo. Directly goes to the trash. I could spend 2 more points to gain this shield and guarantee that these two will survive if they stick together. I like that. So what happened here was Healing Rod used refresh on Amisandra, she removed her token, and she used her revive again to bring Kigo to. Let's see, we have 8 points remaining, so with that we can unlock 2 jobs for the rares and 1 job for the normals. Okay, let's do that. Misandra, 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 Misandra. So we have Misandra and Higo Hego Nago. Higo Hago, Gego Nago. I got the 2 guys with very similarly sounding names. And now, those two were obvious. Gigapince is good. I have no use for chain buff yet, so eh, yeah, no use. So I'm most certainly going to be using this one instead for the next fight. Anami Sandra, Ribbon, yes. I mean, reviving on the third turn is fine, but I would rather keep her alive on turn 1 with Ribbon. Her range still is in this corner, so that's not good, but oh well. And that was 6 points, and we have 2 points remaining, which we can use for either getting this shield, which is a great shield to have, or we could let's consider options here. So, Higo first form. That's a permanent shield with ribbon. That's a no-brainer. Okay, that's one possibility. Kapori to get Triangle of Carnage and buff Bagunar. Another good choice, I must say. And Fal, who would become an even better mover, which is something I'm in great need of. Hmm, hmm. Who else? I'm forgetting about Bagunar. Outflank. That alone is not going to take me out of a bad spot, so Igonago is going to be the one to receive the job. And Ribbon, what else could I ask for? So yeah, I'm sorry Shield, I'd really like to buy you, but no luck. This is a Shield in Beast form. Okay, finally, let's settle on yeah. Okay, okay. Let's move. Bum, bum. No metal minion this time. Not that I could take use of the last one. So 6, 1, 5, 3, 5, 3 again. So is there a heavy? No. So we reroll you. 6, 4. Perfect. As long as this doesn't bother us. 4, 6, 5, 6. I mean. Okay, we can sneak someone here and take this. 3, 3. Okay, feeling nervous. And 2, 5. Oh, I like it. Wow, look at this. Yeah, well. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But this is looking much better than last one, for certain. So, okay. And he's going to move here. Still in a bad spot, but wow, you're a little bit out of the game, boy. Okay, you're bother. You are a bother. Oh, a bomb. Okay, well. So let's see, what does happen? This goes one up. No. It would go one here. What am I saying? And strike these two columns. You go all the way down. And one up. You go down and strike column. You go all the way there. You explode. Explosions. Oh, wow, this battery is stuck. I cannot believe it. I'm so glad. Though, mm, hmm, that's still bothering me. Okay, let's draw the... Okay, and bam. That's it. Okay, so see, this is the situation we get and we have going on for us. Now we can totally ignore you. You're going to die to Hegonago anyway, once this pincer occurs. So, what we must consider are these two things. Farm is going to die once again. She does that too often, but I'm glad I didn't unlock her job then. Gabori can take it. He can take the explosion because he has dodge. He can dodge the explosion. No, wait, what am I saying? This guy is dead anyway. We're killing it. Yay. So, what do we need? What do we require? We need to get Amisandra here and Gegonago here. Can we do it? We have one less move, and that's going to stay like that for until next turn, as minimum. So let's attempt to do this with Hego. So he has 4 and another 4 starting from there and these two. So he may be able to do it. I think he can. So let's see. He has a total of 3 steps because he has a penalty of 1. So 1, 2, 3. No, no, no. Let's reconsider this. So 1, 2, 3. No, we cannot take the 4th step. I still need to take this kill, no matter what. Can we do something else? 1, 2, 3. No. Uh, can we... This is the moment where I like to have some way to buff far so that she can be taken here and take snipe this succession bomb up the sky. Alas, no such luck. So, whoa, 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 whoa. Miss Sandra, can you do it? I mean, we have already checked that Higo cannot, but can you? So you have this two, this. You may be able to, and I really want you there because you have a great move which will come in handy for next turn. So let's see. 1, 2, just like that. Easy as peasy. Do not quote me on that. Okay, we did it, eh? We did it. Nice. So let's start this massacre. So we kill this with this two. No vantage. No vantage again. You use the pincer to kill this. No vantage either. No one touch against this bomb as well. We took 4 enemies in 1 turn. And what did we have to pay? Nothing! Because this guy cannot kill a Misandra. Because Gigo just gave her adjacent barrier. Oh, Gigo, you're much better than I thought. Honestly. I should have given you way more credit. So, struck. Nothing to worry about. Next turn. Erase. So instead of doing that move, you're going to be taking this move. So you are still not a threat. Wow. The only threat is your normal form. Impressive. Do we have some way to dispatch it? No. Also, I totally forgot to use the bomb. Yeah, I totally forgot to summon the bombs and the capsules. Oh my god, what am I doing? I cannot allow myself to make these errors. Oh well. That's your percentage. You either remember or you don't. That's the skill activation chance. If you are good at player, and if you play enough, you will always remember. So that's a chain boost. Skill boost, I mean. Lol. Okay, let's see. I can ignore you, indefinitely, but I cannot ignore you. And you're going to kill someone no matter what. Another good thing about ribbons, though it may not be specified here, is that a ribbon cannot be killed immediately or removed from the game, but also they save their jobs upon death. So if Amisandra were to die right now, that would suck because I cannot bring her back from the dead. But if Gego does revive, yeah, she could actually die, and it would be okay. But why leave her to die if we can just sacrifice Higo instead? This guy is not doing us any damage, ever. I mean, the most troublesome part of this is that I cannot free this column and just take this horizontal pincer to chip down his barrier, because whoever stays here is going to die anyway. So I'd just rather have him beat me. Okay, so we're going to use far... Or are we? It's going to be Amisandra, huh? Yeah, it's going to be her again. So, that's it. Still, no, uh, well, yes, Pagunar can do it. Yes, Pagunar can do it. So let's see. Amisandra had these two, this and this. Also, she has this and this. I do not care for anything else. For now. So you're going to 1 and 2. Just like that. Easy as it can be. So we chip your barrier, you kill it, you go back there. And next turn, I need to bring Bagunar up. You're going to move there, so Bagunar can just... No problem, no question asked. But I'd rather have Hego Hago do this one instead, because Bagunar needs to stay there. These guys have spares though, so we want Farl to do it if possible, though she can only move twice. Can her arrange? I'll take her where she needs to go. So she's here, so 1, 2, and that's the best you can do. So no, she cannot take this kill. And she certainly is not going to go all the way there. Though, she could try. No, no way in hell. I'm not going to try, that's so much time wasted. So 1, free, okay, take. Normal. And lastly, let's take this. Oh, you have a bow as well. Wait. He has a bow. What am I saying? Oh, that's the conveniency of having people change their weapon in different jobs. Hego, Hego loses his staff to gain a bow, and Higo loses his bow to gain a staff. Ah, and so the cycle of life continues. So yeah, it's going to be Hego who takes his bottom kill. One. Yay! Points! Give me points! And more importantly, give me uh, Higo back! Yay! Adjacent barrier. You're probably going to stay right below Amisandra to shield her again. You're her official bodyguard. Didn't you know, Higo? Misandra is supposedly an aristocrat. Oh boy. The third area. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Let's see. Who are we facing this time? Wow. Tanky enemy. An oppressive. Oh, I need more steps urgently. I need to rush these two guys. It needs to happen. Oh, I should unlock her third job to gain Panacea just for this charge bot in case we need it. And this is the only other danger. And we're going to move one up, so don't forget about that, me. Okay, let's see what's in the shop. Are points, points, points. Excuse me. A shield! Oh, 1P. Oh, this is the OPest Horglass in the game. It buffs everyone by one extra step. That's probably going to be a necessity in next area, considering there's an analyzer we need to kill. But maybe I won't be taking it. How many paints do we have? We have 4, 6, and 9. So we can unlock 2 jobs only. So before anything else, let's do that. So we have 3 points over here to unlock Amisandra's. And we have 3 points over there to unlock Egos. So now we can at any point do this before starting the next game. And this is probably... Oof, actually this is a tough choice. Stealth and revive, yeah. I'd rather have someone who can actually revive Amisandra. There are heavy units threatening to murder Misandra. No, in fact only one. So there's only one chance of insta-death, which is an agreeable thing. And if it lands on Alessandra, we can... well, she has freedom. So the only issue is if this guy gets shot. Okay, we have 3 points left. With those 3 points, what does White Vietnam do? I can get me a champion shield. What does this do, really? Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to quickly check my files. I think it was for yeah, no idea, man. Oh, here. I opened the wrong file. No, I didn't write it down. So what is this? What shall this be? Or rather, points. Yeah, yeah. Now I remember. This is literally something you take and say, I also buy this, and I say, hey, I'd rather use this as points because I'm short of them and I want to do something with them. It basically allows you to do that. So you use it and you BAM! You gain 3 points out of nowhere. I've so far I've been also doing that without this item, though. I mean that buying items is the only way you can uh, somehow store extra points for next round. But you can only get rid of items and convert them into points when you have a full storage. And since you can only hold 3 at a time, only then can you choose one to convert into points. So maybe this item is just one way to do that without that requirement. So if I spend 2 points, I'm effectively saving 1 point for next round. But why do that when I can just adjacent stone? That's oh, and look at that range! Wow. Still, this is maybe more horizontal to my taste, and I like that. Mm. And he has ribbon. Ribbon is something I cannot just ignore. So these 3 points are going to go to someone who can give me more value. How many staff users are in this area? This, so only 2. And this guy has a barrier. Hmm. Don't I have any way to get this patch? Probably not. Bagunar gained outflank, which is something to consider, an increased range, which is something I'm desperate for. But these 2 are already doing fine. Yeah, he's going to be my best mover so far. I how many spares? 1. So I'm probably going to just unlock Farn's second job because she gains movement, and I currently have no use for her pincer. I'd rather have her have this extra range, and she doesn't have any skills because her entire deal is about moving more. So okay, that's it. So let's continue. No points saved, nothing gained. It's too bad I didn't get this timeless hourglass. Such a good item, but I'm short for points. So, let's see, where are you going to go? 6 raid takens, no heavy. Oh, but this is going to be trouble. He has shadow, and I didn't really need this shadow to be bothering me. Oh wow. 3, 5. Please, do not be the heavy one. Oh, well. 3, 5, so you go here instead. 3, 2. Oh, music stop. Oh, 1, 5. Oh no, no heavy, no heavy, no heavy, no heavy. Oh, but I'm stunned. Ah, I have. I don't have Panacea. I'm going to have Panacea because she can just adjust and barrier him. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Really. Yeah, much better. I mean, even if she got struck by the heavy one, still could happen. Um, she was not going to die since Higo is shielding her. I was thinking of something that I forgot. So let's continue. 2, 1. Ah, the music. It stopped. 6, 5. And 1, 2. Hmm. How about you get in there? Also, let's put some music. There we go. Although, wait, I think you might not be listening to it. There we go. I think it should be fine. Well, if not, enjoy my lovely voice. Ho 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 ho. Okay, here we go. You're stunned, but we're going to panacea you, so it's never going to be an issue, not in this round. Panacea is not exhaustive, I think it was. Please. Exhaustive, no! Duh. So I either get this guy to move, or I heal, or retain a heal. He's not in any danger currently. He is not in any danger currently, so whatever. So here's the heavy one. He's going to blam bang. Oh, he is in danger now. Oh, also before I forget, the skill check. My capsules. 6, 6. And anything else? No, nothing else. Just one capsule. Okay, let's go. Time to paint the lines once again. So you're going to take this move, you're going to take this move, you're going to take this move and this one, so you're going to be moved over here, then take this and this, and you're going to, wow, I didn't see you coming, wow, that's bad. And now for the attacks, you're going to strike this entire column without asking for permission. It's just your deal. That's... wow, that's going to be tough. And you just exist, bothering everyone involved in this game thanks to your shadow element. Uh, if I leave my cursor here, nobody is going to know. Okay, let's see. How do we do this? So first and foremost, this guy is stunned with this black token because this guy has a stun. And these two guys are in deep trouble. Bagunar is probably going to perish to this flamebot, and I have almost nothing, and there's almost nothing I can do to prevent that. You are bothering me, because you're just going to whoop down and murder Gigonago and Bagunar. and that's not something I can just allow. Ah, how do I kill this? I can maybe take this picture. If I get someone there, and that someone is John Cena. No, it's going to be Hego. Hego has stealth, he can move past. No, he cannot move past this guy. What? No! No! Damn it. Wow, I mean, he's still stunned. I need to decide whether I panacea him back to health or not. If I did, he cannot even move past this guy. Wow. I am in trouble. I mean, the ideal would have been to wham, wham, dam, 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 and dam, dam. Everybody's safe and we can kill this guy. Eh? Seems like a good idea. Let's try. Let's try. So, Gegonago has these two lines and this square. So, oh yeah, I completely assumed she's going to recover him. Panacea has been used the first time I ever use it, and probably an important time to use it, because Hego is going to be recoded next turn. Also, now that we're talking about that, can't we somehow kill this with one touch? No. Can't we somehow kill this with one touch? No, we do not have any spares. Too bad. I guess I'm not recoding anyone anytime soon then. Oh, then I can work my way up the ladder. I mean, to recode anyone we need a base point of 3. So we need to defeat this with one touch, or defeat this with one touch, or kill an nemesis, one of the two. But there are no nemesis here, so too bad. So yeah, as I was saying, 1, 2. He's safe now. Is he? No, he's still not safe. 3, 4. We cannot take the 5th step, so let's deal it back a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's much better. Can we take the 5th step? No! Still not possible. I need to get in here, so let's see. Let's see. Um, why is Bagunar in trouble? Because he's going to be killed by this and this. Well, since he's going to die anyway, why not hit this? This guy is going to be moved somewhere else anyway, so... I know, but he's going to land here anyway. Too bad. So, 1, 2. Why is this place not safe? Because your last move hits. 3, 4. Wait. 3, 4? No. 3, 4. Yeah. I mean, if we take the loss, we take it. And this capsule is not going to save us anyway. Let's see. One last attempt. If I cannot make it, I'm just going to give Pagunar up completely and attempt to gain some value as however way possible. Naurov is dead. Such as I don't know. What can I do? Really, what can I do? So 1, 2, and we're into a run. So we can only spare one move outside. Hey, actually isn't this tile safe? I think it is. Wow, what have I been doubting so much? Though Wagunar is going to become paralyzed by this guy next turn. Oh well, at least he still survives. Yay! Okay, we can still move Kapori around. Okay, let me see. So it was 1, 2. So only 2 steps taken. Okay, okay. This is looking better. 2 steps. We still have 2 more to go. No, 1 more to go. We need to save the last one for this last step. So we can perhaps I'd really like to kill something else if possible, but I'm probably not gonna. I can get far into another position. 3. And why would I do that? Because she's not doing anything over there. I mean, yeah, she's not doing anything over there. So, let's do it. And 4. Fine. Hey, I cannot believe this. We survived it. Okay, let's see. Normally killed. And nothing else happens. So, you flash. Nobody there. You then enter here and stun this guy. Bye bye. Oh no, this is going to be so much worse. Oh no! You're going to move all the way there. Strike. Change places and strike. You're going to one. You're going to wham, and you're going to move away. But now, these two are this is just what damn it. Anyway, this is why I moved far. No, I could have foreseen it, but I was so focused on saving Bagunar. I mean, he is the Leather King. He must be saved. At what price, though? Okay. No, he cannot be stunned because he has ribbon. Yay, at least that's the saving grace. Okay, not so bad, not so bad. So what can we do with this? Now that we found out, what are we gonna do with this? So you're penalty. I forgot to use this fire, which would have made everyone be 1 step higher. That would have worked in my favor. Yeah. Still, when you find that you forget something such as this fire, you must penalty yourself. It's not in the rules yet, but I mean, come on, it's only fair. I'm not doing well. But oh well, I'm doing, which is the most important part of it. Okay, let's see if we can kill these two, which would be a very good thing to do. Let's write the patterns. So you're going to move all the way there. You're going to move here on strike. You're going to move diagonally and strike. There, down and up. Well, this boss has become much less of a threat right now, thanks to him being down here. You strike this column. That's painful. And you strike here and here. Okay. Okay. So, goals. We need to stop you. We can ignore these two. Do we need to do something about you? Farl cannot touch you because you have counter, and if you get hit by someone you have vantage over, you kill them. So Farl will suicide into you, and that's not something I'm going to do. So, what can I do? You cannot move anymore because you've been officially re-stunned. Wow. The first time I get a unit stunned twice in a row in the same round. Wow. Vacunas is... Well, thankfully we removed from the equation this guy, so we can now take our 5 steps or 4 steps and 3 and 4. This 4 is probably going to become useful. Excuse me. Let's see. Obsession Grant. How can we murder it? So let's see. If we move Hego up, he switches with Amisandra, and we take this. No, we don't take it still. But she gives Hego gives Amisandra shield, preventing Obsession Guard from moving up and killing. However, why do that when we can just pam 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 and get everyone out of a tough spot and kill things? And then we could also attempt to get Kapori over here and eat away at this shield. Okay, I like that idea. Let's see, who can do it? I mean, you are not going to live not one turn longer. You've been bothering me for far too long. Okay, like this. So those are Higos. So let's see. 1, 2, and that's it. So easy, man. And yeah, everyone is safe. Okay, let's do it. Guild. Exhausted. Wait. We still have yeah, like that. Yeah. We still have to take Farrell out of the way, or she's going to die. But we can do that. We can easily do that. It's just I forgot to do it. So 1, 2. Yeah, you see. Phew, good thing I noticed. Exhausted. Okay, so you wham. Oh no, first before. Oh, you wham there, wham. Ooh, tough spot. But now it's the time where Hegonago is going to shine. Wham. Yeah, these two are not going to bother me anytime soon, so I can just safely focus these two for this next round. Okay. Here. Well, I'm going to draw it with white because I don't care anymore. And I'm going to ignore your movement because I'm going to kill you so bad in this turn. I didn't even use his adjacent barrier, so yeah, that's good. Okay, goals. My goal right now is using. Actually, I was thinking of using Gecko, but his stealth is countered by their dodginess. This symbols means stealth cannot pass over it, just as levitation cannot pass over units with the cloud symbol. So Hegonago in this situation is useless. Once again. Damn it, Gecko, this is not what I'm praising you. Anyway. Once he gets recorded though, he will be able to move through anyone, unless that anyone happens to have both. So let's see, how do we do this? Goals. We need someone here, and the one over here cannot be far. The hard part is going to be getting far over here. We still have a revive, so we can suicide fall into it if we really need to, although I'd rather not. Or we can just shield her with our adjacent barrier. That's another idea. So, who's going to be the mover is the question. Higo has conveniently good places, though getting someone here is going to be tough, unless it is Higo who does it. Yeah, I think Higo can take care of this. Show 'em, boy. Prove yourself to D. 1, 2. No, we're one short. We're one short. 3, 4. No, we're not. We can just jump in there. Oh well. Nice. Yeah. So it was 1, 2, blah 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 blah. 3, 4, and back into safety. Okay, yeah, we did it. So we kill it. I wished it was killed with one touch, but it isn't because no spares. Yep. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay. So next turn you're going to end up here and here. So if at all possible, I'd rather kill you like this, in this horizontal pincer, so that I can just bang and kill it. Okay, So, who can reach? Far, perhaps? I mean, Sandra has good range over there, but she's a little bit detached from any and all positions. We do not have spares, so whatever. We can't ignore Vantage. So let's give Higo. Can he do it? Can Higo do it? One, two, three. Yeah, Higo can do it. Do we want Higo to do it? That's the question. He has adjacent barrier. He needs to be next to someone by the start of next round. Usually, I mean. Wow, my first sentries. I'm nervous. Wow, a beast. Oh no, another stunner. Oh. Okay, but we can. No, still not. We have source for this. We might be able to get Harry Code by the 5th area. Area 20, the fabled Area 20. Okay, let me think. So is anyone insta-deathing? These sentries do not kill if they are next to someone. It's if someone moves next to them. But if they were there already, no biggie. So if you get a good position, you get the upper hand. And no insta-death, so still, this is going to be a royal pain. Let's see. We could take healer, but we do not care about insta-death. It's going to be very random. We're not going to be able to recode anybody yet. Curse. Damn it. But, well, we will acquire a new rare one. So, who do we want and where? Yeah, I mean, let's do it. It's taking too long. Still, I do not want Higo to be there, to be fair. No, he can return to his stone quickly. Okay, that was the lamest round ever. Wow. Let's see. Is there anything worth buying? Oh, Orichalcum sword. I have swords, and this would allow me to gain a lot of terrain. That costs 4 though. That's a big investment. And adjacent stone. And we have just the guy for that. And this other one, could you use it too? So, what? I spent 6 points in here? And reject everything and everyone? Let's see how many... Do I get greedy? There are 3 poses. Okay. So, hear me out. There are 3 poses. 2 of them has bows, and I have 2 swords. I can try to kill them with vantage to be able to recode both Amisandra and Gegonago by the end of next round. Which would be an amazing thing to have going forward into Area 20. And then this guy also exists. He has a staff, and in case I cannot score one of the 2 There's no rush. I mean, rather than focusing on getting their codes, I should focus on getting units that can actually kill. Also, Kapori is going to be fine dodging these guys. So, let's see, how many points do I have? 4 and 3. So, I have 7 points. I can upgrade someone one rarity. Or and buy one of these two. Or I could reject upgrades and get the Orichalcon Sword and another thing. Those are my options. If someone in chat wanted to give me advice, I would consider it, but I usually am alone over here, so whatever. Upgrade or buy items. I have swords, so both Pagunar and Kapori would benefit incredibly from this. I mean, just look at this, this is crazy, okay? I would gain control over this entire zone. That almost secures me a boss guild. And what was Kapori's recall form like? Kapori, 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 Kapori. Oh, that's better. I'm going to throw this over here just for the moment. I can spend this to get it, and then I have 5 points left. So either I buy the Orichalcon Sword, the normal pistol and the Blizzard Rod, or upgrade someone. Farl is not going to be of much use. Although I have already invested in her, which I should have maybe done in this Kapori. So I'm probably going to regret it, but neglect the items, increased the power. Also, let's get this over here, over there. I'm going to need Kapori's increased movement range anyway, so let's see that. Lunato, ooh, that's basically a better farm. In fact, let's see, where was Lunato? Lunato. Damn, this is the toughest part. I could take some time to give names to the cards and use this search option. It would be incredibly convenient to have. Where is Lunato? Okay. So, adjacent barrier. Why am I like this? Okay, fine. I'm sorry, girl, but you're getting replaced. Okay, next round. Let's go. Bam, bam, bam. Oh ho, a new one. Wow, we've been getting those metal minions, huh? 1, 3. Damn, I'm scared already. Let's draw this. Dodge and Pincer. I can use it. Yeah. 2-2. There was a sniper. I hope she doesn't need to get her panas used. 1-3 taken, 1-3 taken. Okay, no heavy, so 6-3. And also, since it's being already revealed, everybody moves first one bottom, because there's the lunar element, and then since there is also the fire, everybody moves one to the upper area. Okay, let's continue. 4-2. Oh no, I'm not liking this. There are so many people next to my units, and I know one of them has a stun. Okay, this is taken, so you're going over there. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. So, oof. Okay, that's fine. We can just stay where we are and murder it. So, Kapori is in danger, Bagunar is in danger. Bagunar is in grave danger. But what else is new? He's the king, everybody wants to commit regicide or whatever. Okay, this is safe. This is... wow! This would have been... are we going to kill it? This is basically free recode! Oh wait, this is not... I don't know why I thought this obsession air ground was my unit. Nope, he is not. Oh! 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 That's actually really bad. Like, for real. So you bam, 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 bam. Well, Bagunar was dead already. So, thing is, Kapori. Should have kept him with dodge. The grid got the better of me. This guy is perfectly custodying this here. So it's either I give this up to get this kill, or I... hold on. Something can be done about this. Just this. We move Hago 1 up. Then Kapori enters here, gets shot, but gets shielded, and he continues his merry way up there. Bagunar is still killed, but he was always killed, no matter what. And yeah, and everyone is happy. Option number 2. We sacrifice Higo to get this kill and forget about this. But this is way too good to pass on. And if we get Kapori to get over here, as I suggested, we would be basically guaranteeing our 2 recodes. In fact, this guy would gain 4. Wow, 4 points. That's big chunky points. Wow. So let's try. Kapori, show me what you can do. Also, I'm kinda trying to make things before I even check. I mean, I don't really need him to check anything here. So, you move there. You're dead anyway. You move. Wait. You got moved. So, you're actually going to move here. Oh well, whatever. Everyone wants Magunar dead. I don't know why. What did the poor guy do to anybody? I mean, he just went to a tower, fell asleep, and so you go like that, there. Okay. You thankfully, if we can choose to ignore you, we can disable this guy's threats. At least this tile. Opening a column over here. Also, let's write this. So this massive one. Also, not like that. Like this. Okay. What else? I'm going to use another color. I'm going to use pink to represent that these guys are custodying these stones. Okay, so let's attempt to do this. Give me my cyan, and let's see Kapori. He has this. 1, 2, 3, yeah, this, and this. We do not need to consider these ones. So let's see if we can even do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does he have 4 steps? Nobody contested. No pressure. He can do it. These adjacent barriers got used to shield this passage. I cannot believe I just did that. Wow. That's new. The first time I've done something like this. I mean, this is the first time I faced sentries. And well, Pagunar is so dead. Like, wow. Anyway, so first kill is this one, normal kill. Then we get this with one touch. Wow, 4 points and 3 points. We got them recodes, boys. Yeah. Okay, and now the ultimate test. Hold fast or expire. Laguna is dead. The king has been killed. But was it a double? Perhaps he's been saved. Once he gets revived, we'll see if the king is truly dead. Okay. So we erase this, and all of this. Okay. New lines. Movement. Blam, 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 and you. Well, no. I made an oopsie. Also, did you notice just how nasty this guy is? He stuns everybody around itself, and then he attacks everywhere around itself by moving. I mean, it could have been worse if he had a cross attack. It would have been cheaper, but oh well. This way he can also move enemies around. So you move like that, and you are going to move from here. So bam, 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 and bam. Okay, and you're going to move there. And as for your last attack, so Higo is in danger. Also, before I forget. Oh no! God damn it! Everybody moves down because so does. It's because this guy wants. He has lunar. the element of beyond freezing. So yeah, each turn everybody moves once to the bottom. If it were solar, everybody would move once to the upper area of the map. So wow, this is a worse spot to be in. I think, maybe not, maybe it's even better. In fact, it is better. These guys are just dancing around, they're minding their own businesses, so I say we take our chance to strike this monster. I'd like to do that with Capote, but whatever. I do not need Capote to do everything. I mean, he's already he's a bit cornered by this sentry, so he cannot do that. Let's pick the line and decide on our mover. You guys are not bothering anyone, so I'm just going to do my own thing. Let's see. But ending position as are going to be. You're going to be here. You're going to be there. And you're going to stone Kegonago again. Wow, Kegonago, what do you have with this? We can fix it with Panacea and use his revive to bring back the king. And then we could use Kegonago to get into here. Maybe use somebody else to strike here and here. Because we're going to try to focus this right now. Okay, so the issue is going to be using somebody else to stay here. Okay, and Kegonago won't be able to move over this one because he has both protections. So Lunat, you cannot do much, huh? Even Kegonago can do much more than you. Can he do it though? 1, 2, 3. No, this is 3 for him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He cannot reach here. But we could get out of the way and stay here, which is convenient. But I want to kill it, not just get into position. It's going to be a Misandra, huh? Yeah, it's going to be her. So let's use it. So this 3. Okay. So 1. 2. And just like that. Could I have used... No, I couldn't have used anyone better for the job. Alright, so you just... Oh no, miscalculated. Again. Well, that's... Anyway. If we get this Pincer going and Lunato is down here, he can snipe this sniper. A sniper sniped. And there were no snipes involved in the making of this video. Lunato can do it on his own this time. Yeah, he can. He surely can. Can't he? Yeah, let's give him a chance. Prove yourself worthy. or protecting Palpa. 1, 2, 3, fine. Son of morning. And lastly, let's kill it. Also, how many turns have passed since the king's was taken? Yeah, it was this. That happened the very first turn. We made this. We... then made this. And then we're going to make it. So, nah, no, I cannot revive him so early. I need someone to be next to Higo by the end of next round, and possibly next to Lunato, because if I unlock his job, which I think I can, he's going to become a very useful unit with his adjacent barrier. Quite the protective team I've built, but that's just what I need for this situation. So let's bring the usual duo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. And then, with one touch, we use this revive to bring back Baguna from the dead. The king lives! And we can barrier those two. Nice. Okay, yay, we did it. And we are off to enter on one of the most gruesome areas. Oh, but that's it. I've seen it somewhere else. I don't know where. Awakening. Yeah, it's going to be short one compared to the original. But it's going to be hell. Look at this. Did you see? 4 elites and a nemesis. Ah, also, bah. Well, he's got ribbon. He's not going to be teleported away. Miss Sandra, if I took her back to the second job, she would gain ribbon and stay where she is. This is going to be hell. I need to kill this immediately at any cost. Let me explain. This means that anything that is not around him is going to die. Suddenly, wind. It's so refreshing. Okay, let's spend the points. So, with this and this, we have 4 points. 4 points to recode a unit. We're going to recode Amisandra. I hope I do it. Otherwise, I recode Kegonako. I mean, preferably I'm going to recode both. So, yeah. Just do it. Just do it. Nothing is impossible. Just do it. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. The more often you do it, the more light there will be. So the big guy was 4 points on his own, so he gives me a record, just like that. And the other two were 1 single point and 3 points. So 4, 4, 4. Okay. So we have to give this up and give this up. And return Amisandra to this pile. And return this gecko to this pile. Okay. Yay! We have recodes! Woo! Amazing. I can't wait to get them killed next area because that's what's going to happen, isn't it? I've seen it. My destiny room. No recodes. No healers. Don't fuck me. I kill everyone. I can wait forever, but I'm feeling better. uh, so we have 4 points, 5 points, and 7. So also let's see what we have here. Adjacent spark, chain stone, and a spare. Good spare, but who cares? I do not have spares. So chain stone, this is good one. And adjacent spark. Mm. Mm. I cannot use it. I have no use for it. So let's see, we have Tututum and this. So wow, we have 4, 6, 7. I can bring somebody to this tier, which would be honestly amazing. Probably worth. Or we could unlock Lunato's second job and gain even more defense. Oh no, I lost it again. Oh no, come on. Ah, here. Adjacent barrier. What's his other form like? Dodge and tap the buff. Ooh, tap the buff. That's a lot of utility in one body. Chain buff, adjacent barrier, tap the buff, and dodge. Lunato is much better than I thought he would be. I still do not like his movement range. It allows for him to move from one corner to the other and maybe perform some actions of that, but when you compare that to, say, these things, you immediately start realizing that taps are much common over there. I mean, I wouldn't mind gaining some way to convert this capsule into something useful for once. Just look at this Nazuna chain buff, chain barrier, base form, and that amazing range. And that's just her first form, man, and she can even be recoded. What's Nazuna's like? Nazuna. Tap barrier, so shield, whatever, stealth, and chain extend. I'm getting greedy. I'm getting too greedy for my own good. But what can I do? I want to test these guys. If I can get Sayu or Venom or Tronical is the best. She's the unit I finished the first campaign with, and her tap stun yeah, her tap stun with ribbon was godsend. I'm also in need. I also had Moga. Where's Moga? His tap dispatch was quite useful. And adjacent town, Hakan, another good candidate. Tap town, base form tap town. What? I mean, yeah, he doesn't get to use it because that's the first form, but that's amazing for a first form. I also got mine, which he got to have a tap debuff. which tap debuffed the last boss. Yeah. Throw caution to the wind. Wait. Oh no. I just realized something real bad. He lost his revive. I hope he can still pull his worth and his weight. Okay, so let's stop dilly-dallying around it and do it. So with these 4 points, we're purchasing this. Or we could... no, I want this to keep going. And in fact, there were many sword users in this tier, weren't they? Sword, sword, sword. Yeah, well, there were a bunch. More archers than anything else, but spare. Oh, Tapstone. Yeah, boy. Come on, let's go. Spare. Okay, I needed a spare user. I really did. And a Tapstone. Wow, that's crazy. That's. I mean, I'm not going to bother unlocking any jobs for him because Tapstone is already nuts. But just in case, let's see what does he have to offer. Ash. Where is Ash? Here. Tap debuff. Good utility. Also, I just noticed his movement sucks. It's not bad, but it's definitely no Coco, no Coco recorded. Oh, I missed Genie recorded. Well, not that I have ever tried that, but I would have also died to get a Peirna. Let's see, what's Triangle of Carnage for spares? That's the weirdest. But he gets 9 steps on 2 entire rows and a chain pincer, which I can maybe spark sometime. Regardless, this guy is amazing overall. Amazing coverage. If you want spares, he can be your Triangle of Carnage spare in his last form, and then you have an amazing mover all of a sudden. And if you are more of a hybrid team, you can just decide whether you want to tap the buff or tap stun. Yeah, we got a good one, boys. Good one, good one. Let's go. I'm sorry, Lonato. You are an amazing unit, but you just got outmatched. So I think this is going to be it for today. Oh, wait. We need to spend this point too. So, give me. Thank you. Thank you. Wait, we could have also, instead of doing that, which is by no means a bad move, we could have unlocked this. Offline, Pincer, Giga Pincer. That's actually good. He has the move, he has outflank, which can start becoming more useful. Or we could have unlocked a better king. We're not using capsules anyway, so an adjacent spark is not going to be easy to proc. Yeah. However, probably next in line to get removed is the king. With this guy now, I should prioritize finding some spares from this tier and move from a short team to a spare team. Okay, I'll try that. So I'll just buy this and trust that I don't regret it. Okay. 2 hours. Although this is the last. This is area 20. I want to do it. Though I am scared. I am terrified of this thing. Let me explain again. He has two skills. Pressure, which you already know. It reduces the amount of steps we can take by one for every of our units, which is immediately countered by this, because it has one more steps for the entire party, one plus 1p. But he also, this EM generator also have warping, which will send our units to new coordinates. As soon as this guy gets revealed, that's going to happen. So let's see. No insta death potential, no insta, no insta, no insta. So this is the only one troublesome. It's like a mixture of the sniper and the heavy units. So what do I want to happen? I want this guy to miss his shot. I want this to be either the first or the last to be revealed. Probably the latter, because I want this to keep protecting this. And in fact, if Asher gets hit, wow, that's going to hurt. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to do it. Last area. Yes, one more. And I call it quits. Here we go. 1-5. 6-6. Wow, please let that be the M generator. 5-5. I'm liking this for now, but who cares? 1-4. Interesting position. 2-2. And 2-3. Interesting position. Then it's showtime. So no shots, I mean the sniper didn't get anyone, so this is the sniper. The EM generator, so first Diego is going to 6-4. Also let's give him a token to represent he has already been moved. Then Ash 6-2. Oh, Ash, you traveled so far. Oh my god. Next is Bagunar, who goes to 5-3. Next is Higo Hago, who goes to 6-3. Wow, that's a tanky position if I have seen any. Wow, protecting everyone. I see. Next one is Kaporim to 5-3 taken, so the opposite. And lastly, 3-2 is no 3-2. Okay. Okay. So let's remove these chips. And did I forget to make? No. No forgets. Okay, let's do this quick. What do I need to happen? Well, first and foremost, this guy needs to die, which is conveniently good for me because he is conveniently close to me. Just look at that icon, man. I'm scared. So I'm going to ignore him because I'm going to kill it anyway. I don't need to look into his movement. I just need to know what's going to be the price for attempting his murder. So whoever is here dies. Okay. You cannot move there, but you can move there. Strike here and strike the entire. Wow. Wait. Strike. Strike. And another move. Okay. And you cannot move there as well, so you go there. You go there. You go there. Okay, this is conveniently dodging Capori. Amazing. Like, wow. Okay, so we have this. Look, this is simple. If we get Ash here, even if we get nobody here, we can activate it as long as Hegonago stays here, or Kigonago for the matter. Also, you do this, this, and this. You're not going to do anything, but if you did, you're going to do this. And now, as for the attack lines I should not forget about. Okay, so I'm going to use green to show the only literal safe area. As long as this guy is not dead. That is. Okay. How do we do this? Time to dig in. Ami can stay right where she is. We do not have that many chains, so in fact we can tap stun this guy and stop worrying, but we need to start working on these guys. You're going to go for there, so we could take this vertical pincer, tap stun this, protect whoever is here, allow this guy to move up and out of our way, and work our merry way to victory. Okay, I think that's going to be it. Also, we haven't made any moves yet. 6, 4, so taken for the other. I like it, so I don't even use to tap stun, because he's going to be protected. Thanks, King. Your capsule is much appreciated. Okay, so what do we do with this? Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with this? Let's see. So you can fly over anyone in this area, so that's good. Nobody has levitate, so yeah, you can fly over anyone. Who's going to be your mover? Let's stop dilly-dallying and decide that. That's usually the first thing you have to consider. So, I want to try Gegonago, considering he is a stealth unit and his amazing range. Not amazing, but I mean, Gigo is a normal unit at the second job, and he has just an good one. So still, yes, we're going to try from here to here. This tree and this tree. Okay, so those are higos, like a claw sign. Cool. Not convenient for me. I'd rather have somebody who has strength over this corner, such as Amisandra, or... But, well, this guy can do things others cannot. So let's try anyway. You have 6 moves. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do it. No biggie. You're safe. Yeah, no biggie. I see the shouts downstairs are being heard. Oh well. So I could take that move and remove the threat. I mean, why not? It's not like I have any a better move. And he's an enemy anyway, he's valuable. So we gain this barrier and let's start moving. I hope I don't mess up. Bam. Well, I think I have already messed up, huh? Amazing. Bam, bam. Still, this has been triggered successfully. So you get here. This was the first miscalculation. Is Gigo dead? We can tap stun it if we need be. So you will go like this. Move this out of the way. And then flash. We can tap stun it. And okay, let's tap stun it. Wow, that's why this is so useful. When you make mistakes like this, you gain this immunity token, you can no longer be stunned. Alright, tough spot. You are stunned, you are free to move, and the situation has worsened. But that's no surprise. Also this, at least we remove the bigger threat. As pathetic a turn that last one was, we still got the kill we needed to secure. That's everyone, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's draw the color. Third strike here. And strike here. Wow. That's a line I do not want to allow to happen. So, since Kapori is not in any danger, as long as I kill this, let's attempt to kill this too. But Higo would be in danger once again, so whoever stays here, they must get shielded by Higo. by Higo, I mean Higo, Hego. Wow, this is so confusing. Okay, let's select our mover. Probably it's going to be Gecko. We can no longer remove this stone. We lost the Panacea. So he's not up to the task. So the first goal is bring Paguna here and get Gecko here. So we can work things out from there. So let's see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can get in there, but not secure anything. So let's go back. Dial it back. Well, it doesn't have to be Bagunar over here. He can go over there. And we have a much easier time getting Bagunar over there than over here. Especially considering what this boy can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do better. One, two, 3. Oh wow, look at this. No, I needed to do something else. We're at 3, right? Yeah. 3. 3. Yes, 3. I need these two to exchange places. No, in fact, that's fine as it is. No, it's fine, yeah. So let's get in position. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, wait. Big mistake. Okay, so we got these two over here. And we get into position. I mean, I was trying to get this thing down to kill it too, but I didn't want to lose a Misandra. I cannot allow that to happen. So, we kill this with this. Activate this chain. Remove this barrier. And kill these two. Normally. Okay. Okay, that just happened. So, barrier, exhaust this, and you blam blam blam, and you blam blam blam. Okay. You're not bothering anyone anymore. So, like this, like this, like this. So simple a pattern. Like this, like this. Well, this has been much simpler than I thought it was going to. I'm glad. I'm glad. It means it's possible. Although, let's be honest, I'm doing so well because I have two recodes. And one of them is beyond broken. Kegonago. He's finally beginning to show us what he's capable of. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, much better. Now we can kill this with one touch. That's the reason why I rewinded. So we killed you, finally. No, you dodge pincers, and we used a chain on you, so no penalty. Phew! And we killed you with one touch. All fine in the hood. Bam bam bam. And let's take this last kill. And call it a day. So, how can we do this? It's a difficult spot actually. We do not have anybody with Dominion over there. Asher, he can 1, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. Yeah, he can do it. He goes. He has 3, but plus 1, 4. So he can do it. Yay! We kill it. No swords involved in this kill. Can we fix that? Lagunar cannot reach. Capote, he might. He might reach. So let's draw those lines. He has this 3, this 2, this 3. Yeah, phone is going to die soon, so is the stream. Yeah, phone just died. Whatever. No, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Done. Yay! It's been done. Yay! It's been done. We did it. 5 areas complete. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's going to be it for today. Let's spend these points. Move the exhausts. Okay. How many points did we gather? 1, 2, 3. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 6. So 14 points. Nice. What can I do with those 14? What is Higo's bolt form? He doesn't have a ribbon or adjacent stone. Adjacent stone is godly. No, adjacent stone not. Adjacent barrier is godly. Godlike. And he has an incredible move range. Also, Kapori is doing much better than I thought he would, to be fair. Good range, Triangle of Carnage, he has dodge if I need him to. Well, so we have 14 points, and what do we have here? A room with Metabolize and a bomb. So I could give this to Ash and turn him into a monster. I mean, there are some items that the way I have considered this to go like is that you use the item and for the duration of that turn you gain the ability, extended range, skill, whatever for that unit. However, this thing gives metabolize and it's a big thing. Axel once told me I should make items that you can permanently give to adventurers and improve them. Here's the thing: if I gave this room to Ash, I would not only have the ultimate spare user in the game. I mean, just look at this. He would have Triangle of Carnage, Metabolize, Giga Chain, and a bomb, plus 4 and 2 rows of free range. That's beyond broken, okay? I had Coco who had 10 steps, and that was not okay. Although, if I am willing... Oh, fireworks. Although, if I am willing to have these permanent items, if the unit in question gets defeated, he would lose that item, which would make sense. Okay, that might make some items more interesting. Thing is, how am I supposed to remember who has what? But then items are that much more better. Ah, well, let's see. You can keep them and reuse them unlimited times, but only use their skills. Okay, so as a way to equip it, you just have it in your in your bag, in your items, and decide who it belongs to. And you, I don't know, if you have unlocked the other card, you put it there to know that guy is the one who has it. Yeah. Okay, I'm digging it. Then this thing is beyond broken. Oh god. Oh god. So as I was also explaining. Wow, but I like this. Okay, I need to write this down. This item rework. Oh, no. What happened? Oh, okay. Little heart attack. So. I like it, although it might be too broken. I mean, there is this room which would give metabolize to guys like Ash. But the thing is, if Ash becomes that kind of monster, then where does that leave Andalusia? Andalusia, where are you here? Adjacent dispatch, chain. Well, she can still have this. But she can be recorded, so let's see how she fares. Metabolize, she would then become useless with that room. Wow, that would be useless because she already has the maximum skill possible. Although eating one thing would allow her to gain dual, because that's like the 5th upgrade. And the record, yeah. Metabolize. If you gain double metabolize, then that turn it into a channel? So, yeah, interesting things can be done with this. Okay, that's been a good reflection about how to improve this game and how to make these items that much better. Wow. But then these are so good. Wow, I'm excited about the weapons now. I am very excited. And this adjacent spark is going to be crazy. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Let's calm down a bit. So, Tapstone. What's the next area going to be like? I mean, I'm not going to play it, I'm just going to prepare for it. So, Undying Solar. Pressure Flying, Heavy, Fire Counter, Fire Flyer, Fire Flyer. So much fire. We're literally going to be on the clouds next turn. I didn't prepare for that actually. Although we have a tower set up here, so that's something. Okay. But this shield, wow, what can I do with this? Wow. Although that makes sense. I mean, if I can equip these items to adventurers, I have a few tap barrier shields, I think. So I could just give them to different users. Here, for example, Magic Shield and Mithril Shield have both Chain Barrier, same cost, but at the shield symbol, we can just choose one of the three. You find the right one, you can permanently give someone Chain Barrier. That's crazy. Oh whoa, I like this way too much. Way more than I should. Oh, and this light shield is so good. It's wow. And I should probably remove it. Remove the weapon icon, meaning that it can be equipped to everyone. This shield of Genji is the other shield I was talking about. Do I have a third shield with... I had this one, but this guy gives discount, okay? That's not good. Although I'm so excited. Yeah, I am. You can now create ultimate units. Wow, that's exciting. And now this makes so much sense. Finally, this has been the missing piece. Great. Okay, let's stop fanboying around and continue the game. So, who am I going to give this lightning rod to? I could give it to Kiyohago, or I could give it to... also records. I have no way to give him this. Well, I can tilt it like this to shine that it's being assigned to someone who I cannot represent over here. Well, I can use this temporarily to show that it's Higonagos. Gegonagos, wow. Higohago, Gegonago. These names. Okay, so that barrier, that's nuts. And this metabolized room for Ash. And this sword with Peta Pincer for the king. Oh, the king is going to conquer everyone. No, but if I had to buy 2 items, it wouldn't be the sword for the king. Actually, you know, this sword is Amimaris. Look, I'm not even joking. It's Amimaris. Yeah, the things one learns when you've played for long enough. Let's see. Earth Shield. I want to get these two. These two are amazing. And if they're no longer one use and throw away, you can just equip them. This tap barrier is god tier, definitely, but I should make it I should change them. I need to add new symbols for shields. So, for example, let's see, where Shield of Genji and the other one, Shield of Stone Shield. These are the 3 special tier shields. So this is from Mammers, so this should be for archers. This is Shield of Genji, which is somebody nobody uses, as far as I am concerned. And Earth Shield, this is from Gugba, so this should be the sword, and although the spirit here is from Regine, it can be a spare. So this sword can be given to the king. Oh wow! Am I really going to to go forward with this? Am I? For real? Wow! I mean, this must be a sword. A sword. So that's 5. That's 4 points to buy that one. So let's buy that. No second questions asked. And let's give it to the king. Wow. The guardian. No, let's not give it yet. How many points? 2, 4, 7, 10. We can recode. No, no recode. I'm willing. Although, wait a second. Bagunar has still a sword. Okay. Since bar. But it might not be the one I want to give the shield to, considering this Kabori has Triangle of Carnage. Also, it's my last chance. Do I get room or not? Room for Ash is going to be way too good to pass out. But I can lose it quite quickly, and that scares me. None of his forms has ribbon, so he can be sniped out of the sky. And I would lose so many points. I can use those points instead to increase rarity. So let's see. These are 5 and these are 5. So I can either buy this and upgrade someone like Bakunar, because I'm thinking of keeping Kapori and giving him the shield. So who's going to replace the king? Probably if it's a spare, I'm probably keeping Kapori around, but I will unlock his third job and have him as a specialized unit and a pivot I can come back to in case I decide to go for swords rather than spares. Let's see. Spare! We're going spares all the way, boy! Oh, Samatha, so good. This is no Coco, do not mistake me, but where is she? Samatha, here. Negotiator. Being fair. She got chain. And yes, and buff. Chain spark. Good skills. Though, yeah, no, good skills. Negotiator and Pizzer. Her recode, what was like? Samatha. Oh, she already has. Oh, she's a great mover. Yes, she's just like Coco. Coco, the the return metabolize. Wow, I'm going to be eating so many things. Tasty. I'm sorry, King. This is how as far as we go. You've been good to me. So those were 5 points. And let's... She's already going to have metabolize, but you are not. Why would I want you to have metabolize though? Samatha is going to have a metabolize with dual. I could even increase... Give her the wrong and grant her a capsule, a bomb, metabolize, channel. Wow. I'm seeing the Matrix right now. Oh, this is exciting. And that one doesn't have ribbon, does it? No, no ribbon. Adjacent spark. Wait. She doesn't have spark. Oh, that's a minus. Yeah, she gets spark at this point, but still not good enough. I hoped she retained the spark, but oh well, I guess she's a fighter, not a mage. So, last time, last chance, last chance. Da, 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 da. I'm going to get it. I'm going for a spare build. So. And I'm going to equip it to Ash, I think. I'm not going to equip it yet, so that I do not lose it so sillily. In fact, I am not going to equip this one either. No, but I need it to have it equipped in order to be able to use it. Otherwise, it's just in the back. And you, I'm going to equip it to Kapori, so that I can just tap barrier someone in an emergency. In fact, this is great, because I can tap barrier even to protect himself or anyone else. So these other users are protected. Wow, this is so good. This is so good, let's go! Okay, I'm getting too heated here. Okay, that's going to be it. Okay, that's going to be it for the stream. Oh, 5 areas, 2 rare recodes, an item rework. Nice. liking how this is taking shape. La 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 la. Spare bill, let's go! I mean, do you know how many spares there are in the third rarity? Let me answer that for you. We have Ash, right? We have Andalusia, and we have Barb. That's it. No more. Nobody else have a spare. Just wow. Wow. So the fact we got Ash is amazing to me. And he even is one of the better ones. I would have loved to get Andalusia, truth be told. I am an Andalusia fan. Andalusia fan. I miss some shadow in her kit, but oh, she becomes a powerful mover in her third job. And what about her chain dispatch, metabolize, to Higa Tua? That's pretty good from start. Imagine if in this campaign we get the three. We get Samatha, Ash, Andalusia, and maybe even Barb. Wow, that would be amazing. Okay, that's going to be it for today, at least. Wow, almost 3 hours. 3 hours to get 5 areas down. Wow. Okay. So I need to update this thing again. Ah. I need to update it with the items mechanics, explaining that they are equipped if tilted like this. I need to change these icons. But this is looking good. This is looking great. Oh, you go over here. Okay. So, let's overwrite this because this is the new test. And farewell. I'll see you next time, okay? Bang. Yeah, I was just waiting for that to happen. Okay, bye.